Before we even start the video, I just want to let you guys know that we want to apologize because we have not been uploading consistently, like, at all. That's because a lot of things have been going on recently, and also we're gonna be away for a while, so we're not gonna be able to upload a lot this month because we're doing a lot of stuff, so I'm really sorry about that. Recently, a lot of things have been going on with our cat, and we just haven't been able to do as much videos, and of course I'm not apologizing for that reason because obviously my cat is more important. I'm just letting you know why, especially because we did say that we were going to make a bunch of videos this summer, but we didn't know that this was going to happen, so I'm apologizing for that, but just letting you know that there's not going to be many uploads after this for this month, but we're gonna try. Welcome back. Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Stacey Bender Gaming. I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Sierra. Welcome back to this week's video.
Sierra.
And
today we're doing something a little bit different. Not really different, no, it's just we don't make as much Sims content, Sims horror content, as much as I would like to. And so today we're doing a Sims video.
Today we're going to be rating all of the Sims 4 expansion packs. So this is gonna be fun. We'll get right into it in a second, but I just want to say there's a heat wave happening. It's awful. We're all dying. So we have the AC running in the background, so if you can hear just a little white noise, just know it's the AC. Sorry if it bothers you.
Because, like, I'm so done. I am sick of dying in the heat, sweating every day, and waking up dreading the day because I'm gonna feel nasty.
Alright, let's get into it. The first expansion pack that we're going to be talking about today, The Sims 4 Get Together. This was a really important pack.
I love this pack, but let's talk about the basics, about the features of this pack. Some key features of this pack were being able to create clubs, holding club hangouts and gatherings, you know, that type of thing. There were like nightclub lots, new nightclub lots. They brought in like the DJ and dancing skills. DJ booths and dance floors were in Build and Buy.
Yeah, and they're now added to the new clubs that are in the new world.
And then the new world was Windenburg. Like I said, I really like this pack. The cast items and the clubs were really good features in this pack. The clothing is super trendy, and I really do like the clothes from it. And the hairstyles are so cute. I remember when I saw the trailer for it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want these Sims in my world. And then we got it, and everyone thought that one guy was like so hot for some reason, had all their Sims date him. Do you know who I'm talking about? That guy with like the longer hair?
I think his name is Paulo or something.
Yeah, like
I even had my Sim date him, and our mom got mad because apparently he was with one of her Sims. It was like drama.
Yeah, like a few years ago, our mom used to play The Sims also. The one complaint I have about this is that the new world is confusing.
It just doesn't like mesh with the club partying vibe because Windenburg is just so old-timey. It focuses on landmarks and stuff, and like all of the houses, like the theme of the houses there are like all kind of like run down looking and very like white and wooden. And
I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like some places around where we live.
Yeah.
Where we live is kind of crappy. It's kind of like barn cottage. That's what Windenburg reminds me of, but like the fancy version of that, so like stone roads, like...
Yeah, that's like what the vibe is.
It's kind of like the fancy version of like if you drive a little bit farther out where we live.
Yeah. I mean, Windenburg is an okay place.
It's like we're having clubs.
I know. Like, the whole thing is about partying, like getting together, hence the title, Get Together. It's all about partying, clubs, going to clubs. Because when I'm saying clubs, I mean like both a physical building and creating a club with other people.
I guess the thing is like, the only thing that it works for is like, you know, like kind of like a pub.
This pack kind of has like a hipster vibe. I think this might have been the pack that brought us cafes.
And I think they kind of ran with that idea and like a pub and like cafe type thing, and that's what they made the whole thing about, like the actual town, when it's more about the clubs. So it's kind of weird, because if it was just that, then it would work. But with the actual, like, you know, clubbing aspect of it, it doesn't really mesh. So we have to go with our rating. I would give it a 4 out of 5. I really love the Get Together pack.
Really? 4 out of 5?
What?
I would give it a 3.
Really? I don't know.
Like,
Maybe I just have really fond memories of it.
Like, it was the first pack that we ever got. I'm gonna have to say 3.
Maybe 3.5. 3.2.
3.2 out of 5. That's our star rating. So that's Get Together.
So the next pack is The Sims 4 City Living, which introduces a new way of living for The Sims 4. It's a fan favorite, literally from like everyone. Like everyone that I've seen, you know, really loves this expansion pack.
I personally love it. I could never go without it in my game because of all of the features that it actually has. So I don't think that any Sims player can really play without this pack anymore, to be quite honest.
Yeah, because on top of apartments is like festivals, but we'll get into that in a minute. In a few seconds, actually. Key features of this pack include functional apartments, which we didn't have before, and
penthouses. That's great. Like, you can upgrade your apartment.
Make the Jessie from Disney Channel penthouse.
You could literally make Jessie and all the kids and just be like, hey, just say, oh my gosh, can someone do this? Please make a Sims 4 story video, but like have the characters of Jessie in like a penthouse.
It's sad that we can't have Robbie's like lizard though, but you know, it's okay. We don't need him.
I'm gonna have to rewatch Jessie because now I like it now all of a sudden, and I kept telling everyone that I hated it because I don't know why. Anyway, back to the key features. Diverse neighborhoods. Like, they have different sections of like neighborhoods. This idea is now implemented in all of the worlds in The Sims 4, but it wasn't before, and it was only in this
I
world.
forgot about it because they had like some sort of, you know, like they always have like that pepper thing.
The spice market, and then there's the like arts district, which is really fun, but that's just kind of the gist of it.
Festivals. It's such a big deal because like whether you do live in the city or not, everyone can go to these festivals. It's a good time, like the Romance Festival, GeekCon, Spice Festival. Don't they have like a flea market type thing?
Yeah, but we'll get more into that a little bit later. There are a few new careers that come with this pack. You get politician, food or art critic.
Shut up!
Stop!
Look away!
And social media personality. And then there's also a few new interactions with other Sims.
Since you're in, like, you live in an apartment, plus, like, the festivals, too. Sometimes your neighbors in the apartment will ask if you want to hang out or something.
Yeah, by far, obviously, the apartments are the best part of this pack. And the festivals, too, because there was literally nothing to do. You could go places yourself, but nothing was, like, planned, like big events and stuff like that. Apartments, like, allow you to, like, have neighbors in the apartment building, and that's something that we never really had before, because, like, you can't just have someone be there, but not
Be in your
household
Yeah.
and be on the same lot.
You can have more interesting relationships with your neighbors, like, they can be noisy. There's, like, landlord drama, you know, have a baby with the landlord. Nobody knows.
Have a secret baby with your neighbor's husband. Nobody has to know.
And then, like, if you also have, like, some sort of romance with the landlord, maybe they'll do stuff for you. But also, like I said earlier, you can hang out with your neighbor, too.
Festivals are just super fun, and they tailor, like, exactly to Sims' interests in the game. Like, there's GeekCon. There's tons of festivals that actually go with people's interests and skills in the game.
Yeah, like humor and hijinks, like, that one's cool.
My personal favorite is the Romance Festival. The Romance Festival can influence romance between your Sims and put up certain situations for them. Also can be like a great way to meet new people.
The one thing I don't like about it is constant issues with the apartment. I have this problem all the time, like with the rat holes, because, you know, like mice come into your apartment. I like how there's problems, because, like, every apartment's gonna have problems. Yeah. But the thing is, I wanted to put this kitchen in, but there was literally a hole right there. And I'm like, you know, whatever. And I guess I didn't notice it when I was going to put this kitchen in, because there was already another thing.
It's like a electrical box.
Yeah, that's what it was. And basically it was in the kitchen, so I was like, okay, I'll have to work around that. And I didn't notice the hole. I keep having rats, or like mice. It's more mice. So there are a bunch of mice in the freaking apartment, and I didn't know where it was coming from. I have to take apart the whole entire apartment just to find where this freaking thing is. And then for some reason, because I had BB.move objects on, it wouldn't slot back in, and it was glitching out my whole entire game. But either way, I had to rearrange the whole entire kitchen just because it was coming out from under the counter.
I know, because the mice holes, they aren't placed in places where stuff isn't at, like it should be. Because I don't mind having problems, it's kind of fun to deal with. But, like, it's just too much sometimes.
I get stressed out by it.
You can even have insect infestations.
But the thing is, that stuff's cool. That's something, like, good about it. But at the same time, like I said, with the mice, with the specific problem I was having, it was coming way too often, and it's in like spots that like kind of ruin the whole setup of the apartment. Our rating of City Living, I actually want to give it like a 4.9 out of 5 because I don't want to give it the full 5 stars, but it's good enough to almost be there.
Like, it's not perfect, but it's like amazing, and I could never live without it. We can't do 4.9.
4.5.
No, it's 4. I know 0.2.
I want a bunch of decimals. I need the decimals because those little tiny points matter.
Disgusting. Stop.
Okay, your rating is 4, mine's 4.9. Let's go.
We have to make a freaking rating for the video.
4.5.
Fine, whatever. You and your nasty decimals. Go to math class. The next pack, The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. Like it says in the title, Cats and Dogs was the first pack that introduces pets. Besides the frogs that you can keep, you don't even really interact with them. The only thing that you can do with them is view them, or you can breed them. Some key features with this pack are obviously creating cats and dogs, and you can use the pet tool and all that to do the crazy coloring and stuff.
Yeah, you can make it really close to like whatever your cat or dog looks like, because you can get like the exact spots. Like if they have a patch of like a specific color fur, you can do that.
I know, it's honestly better than the human sim cast.
I know.
Let's be honest. You can form special bonds with your pets.
Are unique to like just that Sims relationship. You might have like a crazy dog, you might have a bad relationship with the pet. You don't know. Maybe your pet keeps running away.
You have the ability to run a pet clinic, be a veterinarian. Obviously, the best parts of this pack are the fact that you get to have your sim have a relationship with an animal, and like you never really got to do that before. And the new World Brindleton Bay, amazing.
I know.
So cute.
It's a really great place to be, and it kind of sucks because we don't actually own this pack, but I know that the world is great. I hear people like raving about how good it is all the time, and I'm like, I wish I had it, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if I'd be able to deal with the cats and dogs, to be honest. It's just like, we have a lot of packs already, so I don't feel like getting any more, but you know, it is a really good pack, and if I were to get one more, I would get this one.
Also, taking care of your pet is just so cute, and you can get it at like all toys, just like in real life. And I think it's funny that your pet can run away with this pack, because it's honestly funny. Like, you'll get a notification being like, your cat is running away.
The fact that they let you know that your cat's running away, or that your dog's running away, it's like, honestly, is it really a runaway at that point? Like, of course they're gone, but like, they let you know.
The worst part about this pack is actually the vet clinics. It's so stressful, similar to the restaurant feature that came with the Dine Out pack.
Yeah. When you first start, it's literally just you by yourself. And if a bunch of people come to your clinic, it's hard to get up ratings because you're only one person, so you can only work at one pet at a time. And so what sucks is like, not only is your like equipment worse, but the thing is like, in the waiting room, pets are throwing up all over your floor, and you can't clean it because you're working on another pet, and your ratings are going down when you literally just started.
So what's our rating for this pack?
I'll give it a solid 4. I don't want to give it a 3.
Yeah,
because
it's better than Get Together.
Yeah, it's not like it's mediocre or anything like that. Like, I think it deserves a solid 4-star.
It's 4.
The Sims 4 Seasons. What an amazing pack. I don't own it, but I love it. Seasons is a revolutionary pack that not only adds weather and seasons into the game, but you also get holidays like Christmas. It's called Winterfest in the game, though.
Some key features to this game pack, obviously seasons, weather changes, new types of clothing for like hot and cold weather.
And there's actually like a purpose for them. For like when you're normally playing without this pack, you still have the choice to have like hot and cold weather clothes, but there's really no point.
Yeah, you don't have to wear it. Like, it's not like your sim is gonna get cold if they don't wear like the winter outfit. And there are seasonal activities such as ice skating, playing in leaves, and then they have kiddie pools for toddlers to swim in.
I want that so bad.
And then we get holidays, and we have a whole calendar and all that. We also get the gardening career. Obviously, this pack is amazing, and the best part about it is definitely the cast. The hairstyles, the clothing, that just goes so well with the pack, and it is so cute. We love all the clothing that's in this, and it goes perfectly with each season. fun.
My favorite feature of the pack, though, is the new deaths. Whenever there's a new death in the Sims game, you know that it's automatically getting bumped up points. You know that? Because it's like, there are so many cool deaths in this, and they fit really well with the pack. You can die from, like, burning to death from the heat. You can freeze in the cold, and you can get struck by lightning, which is amazing to see your burnt, crispy sim.
I actually have nothing bad to say about this pack at all. It's like practically perfect, but nothing can be pixel perfect, you know, like nothing can be exactly right.
But this one I honestly would give a 5-star.
I know though.
Like, I want to give it a 5-star. I'm not going for 4.9. I'm going for it's perfect. It deserves a 5-star. Even though I don't even own the pack.
Because like City Living, it's a pack that literally no one can live without once you have it. Oh my gosh, should we give it a 5-star?
5-star. 5-star.
Seasons gets a 5-star rating. Next pack.
I have a lot of issues with this one. Even though I have it and I like it, there's so many issues.
The Sims 4 Get Famous.
Even though I literally own it and I use it all the time, I still have a feeling towards the pack, and I
Get Famous introduces celebrities into the game and allows your Sims to also gain fame, fortune, and fans in many various ways. Some key features to the pack are fame options for Sims, fame perks and fame levels, and also reputations, so you could have a good or bad reputation. The acting career, which is literally amazing.
That is so interactive, is very cool. You get the new world, which is Del Sol Valley, and some fan interactions.
I don't really like Del Sol Valley.
There's
it's very
nothing there.
lackluster. There's nothing there, and the lighting is awful.
It's horrible to build in, like, just don't.
And then Judith Ward lives there.
Isn't it funny? I don't even know how many lots there are there because I don't play in that world.
I know, I've never had a sim live
Like,
there.
I use the pack, but I never visit there, ever.
It's supposed to be like Hollywood, but it just sucks. I'm sorry. I just don't like Del Sol Valley. The best features of the pack have to be the acting career and the broad variety of ways that you can get famous.
Oh, you can do literally so many things. It's really fun to actually play with, getting to do all these different kind of things just to get fame and money.
You can be literally anything and become famous. You could be a painter, musician, actor.
Social media, just like a whole social media thing anyway. It's kind of like, you know, like YouTube, but except like, isn't it SimStube or something?
Yeah.
So basically, you know, they film a video, edit it, or they just stream.
Yeah, you can be a streamer. And the actor career is just amazing. It's like Get to Work, but better.
One thing that I want to say is I love the good and bad reputations. It's like, you can be famous, but not for something good.
Yeah.
Like, and even if you're just a normal, ordinary person, it's like, well, what if you're just like a bad person in your town? People might hear like stuff about you, because the thing is like, if you have a bad reputation, people like automatically have a hard time liking you, and that is cool because it's like, oh, we can have like this whole thing where like, you know, other Sims told everybody else in town about you. Like, it's cool.
And you can get like nasty text messages. They're like, oh, I hate you because you have a bad reputation. And then like, if you have a good reputation, you get like messages being like, oh my gosh, you're such a good person, love you, can you donate to charity?
This person like thought you were so good, like, can I give you their phone number? Might get a potential love interest. You don't know.
The build and buy just hit or miss. A lot of the things are ugly, and that's because rich people don't have good taste, and that's what the pack is about, you know, getting rich and famous.
Rich and famous dancing dogs. I'm sorry, if you don't know where that's from, BTR, bro. James Diamond.
As much as I love the fact that you can get famous from so many things, I feel like
it's the downfall.
It's the downfall, because then you might not want to have your sim be famous, but then they get famous anyway from doing a certain activity that they like and making money off of it.
Yeah, like what if you want to be a painter but not a famous painter and you just want to sell your stuff? Every time you sell it, you get fame. And also, once you get to a certain like fame level, you can just do dumb things for fame. Can't you just sell items and get fame for it? Like, that's ridiculous. I shouldn't be able to just be like, hey, I'm so famous now, if I sell my dirty toilet, I can make $1,000. That shouldn't be how it is, but it is.
Also, dealing with fans is annoying sometimes because they just come up to you. Fame quirks can be kind of annoying too, because sometimes they give you fame quirks that don't make sense with your sim. Like, randomly, just because my sim doesn't eat crappy food food that's poorly made, all of a sudden that my sim will get the refined palate or something where they will only eat like fancy food.
You know, something stupid happened, like, and this happens all the time. My sims never go on their phone, and then randomly they just pick up their phone and will nonstop go on it just for like a few minutes, right? And those few minutes give them the fame quirk that like they're always on their phone. Like, I don't know if it's like a phone addict or whatever it says, but like they only went on their phone once and they're already addicted.
What's our rating?
I'll give it a solid 3 because it's like not terrible, but it's not like fully like amazing, so I would just like put it right in the middle.
Yeah, like it's a little less than Get Together. It's like kind of on the same level, but it's a little worse. The next pack is The Sims 4 Island Living. Island Living is a Polynesian-inspired pack. It brings us a new island world, and it focuses on like cleaning up the island, and
it focuses on conservatism. I think that's really cool. Some key features of the pack are like beaches and island cleanup, you know, fixing up the island because like, you know, volcanic activity, and it's kind of gross. There are new careers like lifeguards and stuff like that. You can do odd jobs now, like random gigs. Like, I love that because some people, they don't have a job. They just do a bunch of random things to get money, and now you can like do that if your sim doesn't have a job or you don't want them to right away. You also get the new occult sim that everybody hates. Mermaids! And also you have the ability to build on water, which you couldn't before. Like, now you have houses literally in the water. To top it off, you get the Sulani lifestyle because the whole neighborhood, it's like, you know, it's kind of like everyone's close together. It's like such a tight-knit thing, you know, like if you're in your house and something's going on, your neighbors might run over to help you.
By the way, our ring light is kind of dying right now, so please excuse the kind of poor lighting at the moment. The best features of the pack are definitely the island group activities, drink that kava. The cast items are just amazing. It feels like I'm actually on an island, or like I'm watching Moana, since it's Polynesian. And interactions with the island itself are also just really fun.
Yeah, like there are so many things you can do just with the island itself. The conservationist career really helps you like interact with the island, so that's like another thing that, you know, it's cohesive. You can do so many things with the island, such as like cleaning up beaches to make it a better place, to like becoming friends with dolphins and hanging out in the water. Can you believe you can have a friendship with a dolphin? Seems pretty sweet to me.
The worst part is mermaids. I'm sorry, but like, they're probably the worst occult sim.
I love vampires, so it kind of is like, vampire is so much better than a mermaid.
They randomly make like weird noises, and it like annoys me thoroughly.
But besides that, the one thing that I want to talk about, because this is my personal problem with it, I don't know if you feel the same way, but even though I think the pack is great, I find myself getting bored with it, and I actually play with other packs instead of it, and I try to avoid it. Not avoid going to the world, but like playing with a sim who actually lives there, because I just wish that there was more to do besides island cleanup, because I haven't actually really done the whole thing, and I feel like that's because I was just trying to avoid it because I didn't really want to do it. But like, that's really a main selling point of this pack, is to clean up the island, and everything else I was doing is like all the options, literally everything. And I feel like if you don't do the island cleanup, there's not really much there besides, you know, swimming, go to the beach, and, you know, there's like obviously stuff to do, but, you know, I don't think I would want to fully live there with my sim, and that's a problem. Even though I get bored with it easily, I'm still gonna give it a 4-star. It adds a lot of stuff that even if you're not in that world, you can do a lot of stuff in like just whatever world you are in, with like swimming and stuff like that.
Yeah, it really is a great
And like
pack.
tanning. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about tanning. Like, that's really cool though. The thing is cool. You can get like in this pack, like you can get sunburnt.
The next pack is The Sims 4 Discover University. This is literally everyone's favorite. Discover University introduces higher education beyond high school for Sims. They can go to university to learn skills for a future career, live the campus lifestyle, or do university from home.
You just have to like leave your house to go to class, and like you can do everything else from your house.
Some key features of the pack include choosing Switching between universities, college life and school activities, dorms, university housing, partying.
It also integrates a school rivalry because Brightchester and the people at Foxbury Institute kind of don't like each other. Even though it's kind of stupid because, like, obviously Brightchester is, like, the bigger deal because literally where you live is called Brightchester.
I know. The best features are definitely, like, the dorms and all that stuff, and choices for majors and classes. There's just so many different classes you can take. You can literally take a class for, like, video games and things like that. It's very fun.
But the most fun part about it is, like, dorm life itself, like, being at the campus, because dorm life can be kind of funny like that, because constantly people are bringing a bunch of different expensive foods, like, good food to the dorm, but it's always going bad and stinky. Like, our Sims are gross, and they, like, leave it out, even though there's a mini fridge in the dorm, but, you know, nobody cares about it. So, like I said, dorms are gross and stinky. Roommates bring their friends and SOs, their significant others, to party and, like, hang out. Like, sometimes you can, like, yell at your roommates and be like, hey, stop making out with your boyfriend in the freaking dorm. They need to leave.
Also, I forgot that you could become a teacher with this pack, too.
Oh yeah, I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the main thing of it, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, but you can also, like, you know, maybe you want to have a relationship with the professor.
The worst part about this pack, this is like my only complaint, is that there is too much work to do for these classes, and it literally takes up your whole Sims adult life.
Because the thing is like, you need to have a certain amount of, like, credits, right? But if you have more than 3 or 4 classes, there's no way you're gonna make it through. Like, because the thing is, if you have too many classes, you're gonna fail all of them because you won't have enough time to do it. And the 3 or 4 classes, it's like, you're gonna have to do a bunch of terms. That kind of sucks. But even that is just, like, a lot because it's like a whole Sims week.
Per term. My Sim is gonna turn into an elder in like 2 days.
The funniest part about this whole thing with, like, how long it takes is I have an example, and I wanted to remember this, so I wrote it down. I have had Sims that I put into university, or I just have in the world, that are going to university, and I put them there, or they just were in university as young adults, and they're still in university to this day, or they died in university as an elder. So it's like they spent their whole life in school and never got a job, paying student loans, and they still died in uni. So it's like they gave up their life for education. They made a sacrifice. It's a cult.
Oh my gosh, they do have cults, and they have
I know, it's
the
like
secret society.
I know, they're like, give up the elder.
And then they have like the robots in university. Pretty fun.
Knowing how we are, you probably expected for this to happen, and it did. We missed a rating. Yeah. What would you rate Discover University?
4.5 or 0.5.
I agree.
Honestly, isn't this expected? We're just so quirky. We F up all the time. I'm eating a Go-Gurt. Sorry. Back to the video.
The Sims 4. Eco lifestyle.
So good. But everyone hated this pack. And then, like, everyone was like, oh, this isn't that bad. Because everyone wanted the pack that's coming out now, which is Cottage Living.
I was honestly pissed at everyone. It's like, oh my gosh, they didn't even give the pack a chance.
I know.
Like, and I didn't even want, you know, the whole farming, like, that kind of, like, living the whole countryside. But I'm okay with, like, what it is, because more, again, it's cottage living, so I'm okay with that. But, like, I just don't like the whole country. No, I don't really like it.
But basically, like, people were disliking our videos on Eco Lifestyle because they were like, oh, I hate this pack.
Even though those are, like, some of my favorite thumbnails that I've ever made.
I know. So Eco Lifestyle introduces sustainable living and a new world where you can decide its fate. Some key features to this pack are recycling, dumpster diving, dumpster woohoo, pretty spicy, producing your own electricity and water, growing your own food, neighborhood changes, community, collaboration, upcycling, and candle making.
About the dumpster woohoo, I was so excited when I saw that in the trailer. I mean, kind of nasty if you have to do your woohoo in the dumpster, but, you know, do you, I guess.
The best features of this pack are definitely the build and buy. The vertical plants are just amazing. Also, love the flooring and all of the new furniture.
The windows and stuff are cool. The fact that you can live in a container.
I know, that's great. The clothing for this pack, though, is a little bit too interesting boring for my taste.
I don't know how I would dress my Sims with it, to be honest.
Because all of the clothes are supposed to be like upcycled, and so like everything just looks kind of mismatched, and I don't really like the look.
The paper bag head.
Bess is just really annoying, and she's always trying to scam people. And there are some bugs with like community action plans and with the state of the world, because basically you could either go green or you could like go against it and burn fossil fuels and make the world worse.
Yeah, but the problem is like I've seen people like they're doing like the most that they can to make it horrible, kind of like where they live, and it doesn't work.
And then sometimes they'll try to make the world good, and then it doesn't work and the world still looks trashy even though they're living as sustainable as they can. What's our rating for this?
3.5.
Yeah, like it's better than Get Together, but yeah, 3.5, sure.
It's like it's not as bad as Get Famous. It's definitely better than Get Famous, and I actually like a lot of things about this pack, but I feel like sometimes it's a bit too much. So yeah, I'll go with 3.5 because it's not a 4 yet. I'm okay in the middle.
And the final pack that has came out for The Sims 4 expansion wise is The Sims 4 Snowy Escape. Snowy Escape introduces new skills and relaxing activities in a snowy Japan inspired world.
Some key features of this pack are snowboarding, which is really cool. It looks really good in the game. Rock climbing, hot springs, hiking, sentiments, which are amazing and I love them. Lifestyles, new Japanese inspired build and buy items are also there.
The best features in this pack are definitely the new build and buy items, because it's just so cute to have like a little house that looks straight out of Japan. It just looks so cute.
Like the tables and stuff for them to eat around, very cute. I just think they did a really good job. The houses just look so cool.
I know, and they even like take their shoes off before they go in the house.
I know, the detail.
They really put the effort in with that. This is like my favorite thing from the pack is the sentiments and lifestyles. It's just so good, and it really feels like your relationships with other people can be affected. You can't just easily like fix things in relationships, just like how it is in real life.
The thing is, you can still talk to them in a friendly way, but sometimes, you know, that sentiment in the game like is still there, like them being hurt by like a past action or something. But like I said, the houses looked amazing in this, but that's also because actual Sims players made them. Little Simsy, Deligracy, I'm trying to think. Those are the main ones that we watch, so I'm having a hard time remembering
Did
the other
Tombella
ones.
do one? I don't know. Maybe Dr. Gluon?
Oh.
Did the Simpsons, James Turner, did he do one?
I think he did.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I know for sure that Lil Simsy and Deligracy did make houses for the pack. The worst part of the pack is the fact that some of the activities that most people were intrigued by that were featured in the trailer weren't even interactive or functional.
I know. I was so excited about the trains because, like, you know how trains are in Japan. It's like, you know, it would have been such a cool thing to have, but you can't use it. And then the ski lifts is just a rabbit hole.
You don't even get to see your sim like enter and go up on the ski lift. It's just kind of depressing. So what's our rating?
4. Solid 4.
Yeah, solid 4. This is a pretty solid pack, and I really do like it.
Yeah, there are a lot of cool things in it. Even though some things weren't interactive, I think it's still pretty cool, and it looks great. This is the last interruption to this video, I swear. But, you know, we obviously had to come and make a second mistake. So basically, we didn't talk about Get to Work at all in this video, even though it's really important because it's The Sims 4's first expansion pack. So that's crazy, but it all happened because when we made the notes for this video, we based it off of The Sims 4's website, and for some reason, if you go on their expansion packs section, they don't have it listed, so we kind of just forgot about it. Our rating for that is a 4-star rating. We hope you enjoy our, you know, Sims ramble, mumbo jumbo, gibberish, Simlish. We had a good time. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Go check out our main channel, link in the description.
Reply to the pinned comment if it is there. It depends on if there is going to be any glitches with the comments, because it's been happening a lot recently. If not, put any comment that you want. Let us know what your favorite Sims 4 expansion pack is.
If you want to start a conversation conversation about game packs in the comments. We don't own any kits, so I want to know what they're like. Let me know.
But thanks for watching this video. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye!